Do you guys remember the painfully unfunny Hawk Tuah Girl and the Hawk Tuah meme? Somehow that meme had a chokehold over the internet for a few weeks. Of course, it went triple platinum over at Facebook, but everyone else thought it was cringy, annoying, and just not funny. But maybe it's just because I'm miserable and I hate everything. Maybe that's why I didn't find it funny. You might be asking yourself, yo, Sense, why are you talking about the Hawk Tuah Girl in the Big 26? We left her in the Big 25, 24. And I'm with you. This was the last person that I ever wanted to talk about here on the channel. I would much rather talk about paint drying over the Hawk Tuah Girl in the Big 26. But she recently did an interview with Channel 5, which is a goated YouTube channel that I personally enjoy, where she talks about a lot of stuff. Most of the stuff I did not care about. But she talks about the famous meme coin, the Hawk Tuah coin, which scammed hundreds, if not thousands of people. Now, I do believe that if you're a grown-ass individual and you decided to invest your money into something called the Hawk Tuah coin, you deserve to lose your money. Common sense will tell me not to invest my hard-earned money in something called the Hawk Tuah coin from the Hawk Tuah Girl, but that's just me. Maybe my IQ is, I don't know, 4 digits for not investing into the Hawk Tuah coin. I found this tweet from 2 years ago. The Hawk Tuah Girl finally breaks her silence after her 15-day sleep, and she did put out a statement. She said, "I take the situation extremely seriously and want to address my fans." First of all, if you're a fucking Haley Welch fan or a fan of the Hawk Tuah Girl, unironically, you're an NPC. To my knowledge, the people that invested never got their money back. So about 2.5 years after everything went down, she finally decided to address it, and I'm not buying her response.
So the day that the coin launched, I actually had, I think, 2 podcasts that day. We were in California when it happened, and the guy that was in the room with us, the one that was like operating the coin, we noticed he was like pacing around everywhere, like nervous. And I was like, is that normal? Like, why is he acting like that? Because, you know, I'm doing podcasts. I'm not controlling the coin. But after all that, and we finished all the podcasts, everybody just kind of went out of the room and they looked concerned. And I was like, what is going on? Like, I don't understand what's happening. And they're like, oh, nothing. You ain't got to worry about it. I pull up my TikTok and the next thing I know, oh, yep, Haley Welch is going to jail. And I was like, what did I do? Why am I going to jail, you know? But after everything got figured out, and I mean, I took every step you're supposed to take. Like, I was cooperative with the FBI, like the SEC. I was cooperative with everybody. I even sent my phone off for days and like had everything searched through there. And I'm sitting here talking to you, so I mean, I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, I saw that you got cleared by the SEC.
Yeah, like I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
But
what about the other guy?
DVD.
Yeah. So that's still ongoing, but you're out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that must be a crazy experience.
Oh, it's enough to traumatize you. Like, I wouldn't come out of the house for like months.
I still don't feel bad. Like, if you just see this, you're like, man, she's innocent. They kind of fucked her over. They screwed her over. But no, that's not what happened. And she is low-key lying. Like, she's just playing the victim here. She's playing innocent. You want to play dumb because that's what they told you to do. Which, you know, I get it. Doesn't mean I support it, but I'm like, okay, sure. And once again, if you just see this, you're like, dude, they're just trying to take down the Hawk Tuah Girl. Well, not really. I mean, you really can't play dumb when you're putting out stuff like this.
My Hawk meme coin is live!
Like, you're telling me she didn't know better when she made that video? And once again, multiple posts about the coin. Days leading up to the coin releasing, she was cooperating and she was pushing for the coin pretty heavily. So first she started with this tweet, what meme coins am I missing? And then she makes this tweet, my favorite meme coins. And of course you have the Hawk Tuah coin coming soon. I mean, she was all in when it came to the coin. She was promoting the fuck out of it. If you invest your money with Logan Paul the scammer or the Hawk Tuah Girl the scammer, that's on you. It's like, would you invest in a coin called the fucking Oil Diddy coin? Of course not. Or the 6-7 coin? Of course not. Well, only if you're a fucking idiot. Normal people would not be investing their hard-earned money, especially in this economy, on the fucking 6-7 coin, which was a real coin, by the way. She cannot play the, oh, I'm just a dumb girl from a small town. You played with people's money. You cannot claim the, oh, I'm just a silly girl from the country. Yeehaw, I don't know anything. I don't even know how to count to 4. This person says, literally insane. This ugly bitch that stole millions of dollars directly from her fans is now claiming to be a victim. We were there. She was warned repeatedly not to do a meme coin. She then went dark for days when it predictably imploded. Haley Welch is a diabolical fraud. I agree.
Yeah, well, that kind of bridges nicely to the next topic, which would be the Hawk Tuah coin.
Oh, Lord.
The whole like crypto, I guess, scandal that emerged based upon your likeness.
Today we're breaking down the Hawk Tuah scam.
Yeah, the Hawk Tuah Girl launched a meme coin. That's just like a term they use, calling it a meme coin. It's really not. It's just always a scam coin.
In your perspective, what happened there?
In my perspective, I'd say that I got talked into doing something that I didn't know anything about really. But you got to be really careful what you put your name on. Like, I think people give me a lot more credit for that whole crypto scam than like I can actually pull off. They're like, oh yeah, she pulled this off. I'm almost a 22-year-old girl. Like, you give me so much credit. You really think I can do that by myself? Okay. It's just one of those things. Like, I've never had a Twitter account until like we started doing a crypto coin. But it's just, I don't know, it's one of those things. And
Yeah, I don't know, guys. Like, I just took people's money, but I don't know, guys. I'm just a silly girl. I'm just a silly 22-year-old. I don't know better. I'm so over this fucking, I'm a silly girl and I don't know how to count to 4 fucking brain she has. Old enough to say Hawk Tuah spit on that thing, not old enough to think about consequences for about 10 seconds. It's like, how the fuck do you have a team, yet no one is telling you not to attach yourself to this coin? She seems like one of those people with no internal monologue. Oh yeah, guys, it's just one of those things. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things where I steal money from people that helped me get out from my shitty living situation. It's just one of those things, guys.
the internet will take something and run with it so far. I don't know, they just blow it out of proportion. Like, you'll have random people that never even put like $2 in the coin. They're like, oh, where's my money at? Like, you didn't even put money in it.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. Stop fucking complaining about your money. Shut the fuck up. Don't even ask questions. Leave me alone.
I kind of first gained like influencer status when I was around 21, 22.
Did you really?
Yeah, just through being a street interviewer. And one of the first things that happened in my career was I got approached by crypto dudes.
Stay away from
Right
them.
away, they were like, hey, how would you like to make an all gas, no brakes coin, an Andrew Callahan coin? And for some reason, like I just had this calling in the back of my head, like, stay away from it. Did you know any like people in that world prior?
Well, they've always said that, is it Logan Paul or Jake Paul? One of the Paul brothers that's done it, but I didn't know what it was at that time. But I've always heard to stay away from anything coin related, like Bitcoin, crypto, anything like that. Stay away from it. So of course at first I was like, no, no, no. And then it got brought to me as an idea like, oh, well think about it this way. Like after you do this coin, like it's a good way to interact with your community. You can do this, you can do that with it. You can donate half of it to like your Paws Across America organization. Like you can donate so much of that to charity. And I was like, you know what? I was like, okay. I was like, that's fine. But other than that, it's not a good idea. And I'd advise anybody to stay far away from it.
I mean, I've talked about this on Instagram. If you're a real one, you follow me on IG. But a few months ago, I actually got approached to do a crypto coin. To be more specific, I got approached to promote the Charlie Kirk coin a few days after he died. And I'm just like, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not going to scam the people that helped me change my life for the best. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that. I might not have a lot of empathy, but I couldn't sleep at night knowing that I ripped someone off, that I stole their money.
Who was it that first approached you and kind of talked you into it?
We can't talk about. We can't name names on that.
Well, if you didn't name names, could you describe what kind of person it was? Like, was it a entertainment, but was it another influencer? Was it like
You
a...
can say it's just. You can say.
It was somebody closer. Like you kind of keep on your left arm. He was introduced from a friend of a friend, if that makes sense.
I mean, I don't feel bad for her. I don't think she's as innocent as she's saying she is. The crypto guy she's talking about that censor is Howie Mandel's son-in-law. She also signed her initial podcast deal with Jake Paul, a guy well known for rug pulls. Yet somehow no one ever talks about how obvious it is that his crew was involved. I forgot that she was signed to the Logan Paul family, the Jake Paul, Logan Paul, one of those fucking retards. I would not be shocked if the same guy responsible for the Logan Paul and Jake Paul scams is the same person who worked with the Hawk Tuah scam. But that's as much as I could tolerate listening to the Hawk Tuah Girl. Hopefully this is the last time I ever talked about this girl. But yeah, I'm out. See ya.